We're beginning lying down on the back. We'll have the knees bent and the hands resting on the tummy. You could, if you like, put a cushion under your head. Let's take a moment just to settle the bones. Feel yourself drop into the support of the ground. So the hands resting on the softest part of the belly. Let the breath come and go through your nose. Take a moment to let it come and go as it does. A moment of quiet, just notice how you feel. We'll start to deepen and slow down the breath now. So gently sipping the breath in for a little longer. Feel the belly rise under your hands. Expanding into your ribs. And gently letting it go. Nice, smooth, easy exhale. We'll do that one more time. Just establishing the slower rhythm of breathing. Feeling the energy you're bringing into your body with the deeper inhale, longer exhale. We're going to bring the right knee in. We'll stretch the left leg long. We'll stay with that breath. Holding the right leg as you breathe out, ease it into your body. And stay for one more breath, just easing off a little bit on the inhale, rock the leg away. And then that nice little squeeze in towards the body as you breathe out. We'll bring the leg over to the left, right arm reaching back behind for a twist. Now you can have the arm high or low or straight out from the body in a T shape. Breathe into this now. Notice what you've brought in your body to this practice. Stay for one more breath. Coming to the center as you breathe in. We'll bring the leg back into the body. Give it a little squeeze. Good, now swap on over to the other side. So same thing, left leg in, right leg long. We'll take a nice long breath in. And on the out breath, draw the leg in. Let's do that one more time. So back off a little bit on the inhale, let the leg rock away a little, and then go for it as you exhale. Ease it in a little more. Moving into the twist now as you're ready, bring it over to the right, your hand on the outside of your leg. And then find the place for the left arm behind you. Find the angle that works for you. Open across the chest. Breathe here now. Let each breath ease you a little deeper into the twist. Stay with it now. One more breath. We'll bring it back to the center as you're ready. Love that twist for the back. We'll bring the leg in just on a daily basis. I feel like a twist like that, your back just needs it. Where would you be without it? Let's bring the other leg in as well. And we'll just exaggerate our movement here a little bit. Hands on the knees, rock your knees away from you. Give them a push as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, gather it in. So maybe there's a little rocking side to side too, if that feels good. I'm going to lengthen the legs out long now, the arms overhead. Breathe in. So for this practice, we're going to use a belt or a scarf. You might even use it here now. We'll see how we go. Let's breathe out. Bring the hands up, bring the head up, bring the shoulders up. Now stay here for a second. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, pull the pelvic floor into the body, the tummy muscles in and down, and get up to sitting that way. Okay, so that's easier said than done. So a nice trick for that one, if you struggle to come up, is you take your belt around your feet. Now you can also maybe get your feet under some solid furniture so they're held and they won't lift up. That's an extra bit. But anyway, we can try this. Hands on the belt. We breathe in, we sit up tall. Now keep holding on. I've got a stretchy band. That should work. We'll see. We'll roll down. So you keep holding on. In fact, the band probably is good because it'll lengthen, but a belt will work. You might have to slip it through your hands a bit. Okay, so we're going to be here holding on. We'll breathe in. If you don't need the belt, you can have your arms overhead. Breathe out. We're coming up. So lift the head, lift the shoulders, and let that belt help you. So you're pulling on the belt to bring it up. Okay, we'll try it again. Breathe in. Slowly now roll down. So that's the trick, okay? It's that C shape with your back. Curl your spine. One bone at a time down to the earth. Now breathe in. And as we're coming up, you're curling your spine up. Engage your pelvic floor. Engage your tummy muscles. Roll up. Okay, so if it's too hard, definitely anchor your feet. Let's go two more times. Breathe in. And breathe out, and you're rolling down. Now, when you get down, you're going to stay there and breathe in. So if you're not using the belt, take the arms overhead, stretch long, breathe in. And when you're ready to breathe out, curl up. And feel the strength come from the base of the body, that connection through the hammock of muscles that is the pelvic floor. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Last time, inhale. Exhale, head, shoulders, spine lifting up. And when you get all the way up, if you've got your belt there, keep it on your right foot, bend your left leg, Janu sirsasana, knee out to the side. We'll breathe in. Now, you don't have to use the belt for this, but if you have it, hold it, breathe in, sit up tall. Breathe out. Let's go forwards over that right leg, walking the hands up the belt, or maybe the hands meet the foot. Breathe in, lengthen, lift a little away from the floor, and then breathe out. We're going forwards and down over the leg. You're going to stay for a couple more breaths. You can allow things to lift, a little lengthen as you breathe in, and ease forwards as you breathe out. Head in and down. And one more breath. Be in your own body. Feel. Up slowly as we breathe in. All the way up, breathing out. Let's lift that knee up. Bring your foot the far side of your leg. Wrap your right arm around the leg. We'll leave the belt alone for the moment. Bring the left hand to the ground. Now breathe in. Hug your leg and lift up tall through your spine. Good. And now twist, turning the head. Look right over your shoulder. Close the eyes and go inside. Where can you breathe? So find that full deep breath. Can you twist a little further as you exhale? Hug the leg tightly. Come back to the middle. We'll straighten out the left leg. We're just going to bend the right leg for Janu sirsasana, knee out to the side, belt around your foot. We'll breathe in, sit up tall. And then breathing out, ease forwards, walking your hands up your belt as far as they'll go. Take another breath, lift a little, lengthen, think of it like Uttanasana. And then we bow, exhaling. The hands might meet the foot, maybe not. Two more breaths. Maybe the breath slows down a little bit. And let that happen if it does. Let's come up as we breathe in. All the way up, breathing out. We're going to lift the knee up, put the foot the far side of your leg here. We twist left hand arm around the leg, right hand to the ground. We breathe in. Breathe out, rotate. Oh, that feels so good. How's your back? Breathe into it. Space on the inhale. A deeper twist as we exhale. Release all the way around to the center. Okay, let's come over, hands and knees. So we won't need the belt just for the moment. Let's come to our cat and cow movement. Spread the fingers. One of the reasons I love this one is just what it does for the hands even. So get your knuckles back, like the palms of the hands right down on the floor. Lift your head, lift your tailbone. Round the back. Now cat pose. Feel the tuck of the tailbone, the tilting of the pelvis, curling under. Keep going. Feel it from the pelvis, feeding the backbend into the spine, right to the top of the neck. And then again, moving from the pelvis, curl under and let that feed into the rounding of the back all the way to the head. Try it one more time. Feel that connection from the base of the spine, right all the way to the top. We're going to do that one last time to take us into cow pose, back bend. And then we'll tuck our toes, breathe out, downward dog. So you can keep your knees bent if you like, drop your head, look right back between your knees, even if the eyes are closed. Shift the weight from one hand to the other, feel the firm grip with the floor. And let's just start to ease one leg at a time, long. So one leg bends, one leg straightens. Keep that sort of slow motion movement from one leg to the other. Feeling all the way down into even the sides of your body as you shift your weight like that. Stay with your pattern, your movement. Couple more breaths. And let's walk on up a tiny bit up the mat. Bring the hands back towards you to your shins. We'll breathe in, lift halfway. As we breathe out, we're going to hang down, hold the elbows, hang in Uttanasana. Pull the elbows slightly forwards. And now bring a little sway, however small that might be, just shifting a little bit, side to side, foot to foot. So good for your back. Feel the whole back hanging from the pelvis. A feeling of traction for your back. Stay with your breath. Drop your head. We're going to drop the hands. Another breath just here. So good. Bend the knees. Let's roll up about halfway. Take your time. Stay. A little sway. Keep going. Keep uncurling. And keeping that little side to side movement. That bit of a sway. The shifting of your weight. Keep uncurling now. There's no rush. Feel into the back, right into the neck. We'll get to the top eventually. And when we do, we'll let the arms float wide and up to the sky, reach. And gather it in, bring the hands together, draw them down to the heart. Close the eyes, tadasana. Let's bring the hands down by your sides. Lovely. Now pick up that belt. Okay, we're going to open up the shoulders a little more here. So standing, feet hip width apart, nice neutral pelvis. We'll take the arms wide and bring them up overhead. So a little wider than the body, up over your head. Good. Now as you breathe out, let them go back and down. Now be so gentle with yourself. Give yourself as much belt as you need. I have a stretchy band that's a little more gentle. So pull the arms back and up over your head and then down in front. And that's the pattern. We're just going to keep it going. We breathe in to lift up. Now, as the hands go back behind, listen and feel into those shoulders. They're important and they're sensitive. So go easy with them. Never forcing. Keep going. You're lifting up over your head and then down in front. That's it. Couple more rounds. The inhale's taking the arms up. And the exhale is bringing them down. So what I'm doing is bringing them behind and then up and over and down in front. So up from behind, up over the head as you inhale, and then down in front, releasing the work as you exhale. One more time. Let the breath help you here. No force. Last time we breathe in. Go easy. Lifting the hands up. Down in front. Good. Now we'll let that go. Drop your belt down. Link your fingers behind you. Take a breath in. Open up through your chest. We're going into half wheel. Bend your knees. Fold down. Now, if the shoulders prefer, you can keep your hands against your sacrum. Just drop your head. But if it's okay, let's try and lift the hands up, off the back, over the head a little bit. Now come back to that side to side movement, that little bit of a shift of your weight, like a little sway, easing from one foot to the other. So maybe one leg bends, the other leg straightens a little bit. Play around inside that now. You know, you might spend a little longer on each side. Might even bring some sort of a turning or twisting movement to the upper body. Take it to the middle. One last breath. And then we're going to drop the hands to the shins. We'll breathe in, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana, freeing the body a little bit higher. Turn your toes slightly out, slightly wider stance, come towards a squat. Now again, moving side to side here. Shifting the weight from foot to foot. Maybe the heel is lifting as you do that, that's fine. And even let it become a little bit of a turning on one side to the other. Good. So within that now, we might just settle to one side. So if you shift your weight, say to the right foot, right hand on the ground, put your left hand against your knee, push your knee back a little bit. Yeah, exactly. You're leaning away from it. And then let's do that the other way. So as I lean to the left and put the right hand on the right knee, I'm letting my left heel come up. You might not have to, but it makes it easier. I like it. So hand on the opposite knee, leaning away from it. And then back we go towards the middle. Just have a feel of how that squat is there now. And then walk on out. Let's head for plank pose. You might have to take your feet a bit closer together. We're going to hold plank for a second now. Lengthen to the crown of your head. Just move your hips a little bit, giving them a little sway side to side or a little twist. I want you to try and feel the connection through your core now. Get the hips to the center. Draw the tummy muscles in. Let's breathe in. Now chattarunga. Knees first if you like. Bend the elbows by your sides. And come down. Now breathing in. We're going to head for cobra. Rise up, long legs. A little twist to the right. Look around. Back to the center. Round the other way. Good, to the center. Now stay here with your back bend. No stress in your shoulders. Breathe in. We can have our elbows a little bit wide if we like. Keep the shoulders down. Now press up and back. Child's pose. Big toes together. Sit your hips right back. Stretch your hands out ahead of you. And again, try that little bit of shifting of weight from one side to the other. Now on your inhale, flow forwards through cat pose. Round your back. Separate your feet. Tuck your toes as you lift your head, cow pose, and let that bring you back to downward dog. We're going to bring our feet together. We'll bring the right leg up to the sky. Just free it up. Open your hip. Little stretch for your leg. And then bring it up. Foot between your hands. I'm going to bring the back knee down and I'm going to put in a cushion under that knee. You might want to as well. Hands on blocks if you like. We ease the hips forwards and down. Nice deep, low lunge. So again, that little bit of a sway, bit of a rocking movement. Feel into your hips. Bring your right hand to your leg. Bring your left hand to the sky. Open up. Bring that top hand behind you now. Other hand to your elbow. And draw your elbow back. Good. Nice. Now we can stay with this. That might be best. Or we're going to take the right hand off the elbow, around behind the back. And maybe that's as far as it goes. And you can stay there. Or maybe the hands meet. Or we can drop our belt down from the top hand to the bottom hand to hold on. Now, if that's not for you, or if it's just for a little bit, you can do it for a little bit and then let go and bring the hand to the top elbow again. Just mind those shoulders. Don't overstretch. Don't go to a place where it feels painful and think, oh, I'll breathe through this. Don't breathe through that. Okay. Take another breath. Now, when you're finished your breath, we will let everything go. We'll bring the hands up to the sky, interlace the fingers, index fingers point up, Kali Mudra. A little more of a bend through the upper body. And then bring the hands down to blocks or the floor. We're going to tuck the back toes under. Breathe in, lift up the back knee. We're going to hop the back foot a little bit forwards, get the heel to the floor. And as you breathe out, straighten the front leg as much as you can. Take a breath in. This is Parsvottonasana. As you breathe out, with strong straight legs, pressing into the back heel, bow your body over the front leg. Let's stay here now. One more breath. Pressing back into that back heel. Now breathe in. We're going to lift halfway, fingertips on the earth. Breathe out. Bend the front knee, hop the back foot back. Curl the toes under. A slightly higher lunge here now. Step it back, downward dog. Breathing in. Clear any props out of your way. As you settle in your downward dog, breathe out. Now rounding your back, come forwards to plank. See if you can do that. Ripple through the spine, breathing in and then straighten it out. Breathing out, lower down, chattarunga. Your wise back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Downward dog. Be here. Feel the breath. And get ready to take the weight into the right foot stepping towards the center line of the mat. Free your left leg. So open the hip or stretch out the leg or a little bit of both. And then take your foot forwards. We're going to do all of that pattern now on the left side. So foot forwards, bring in your cushion if you like, get down. Low, deep lunge. Let your hips settle deeply towards the earth. Left hand to the front leg, right hand to the sky. Rise up. Good. Now bend the top arm back behind you. Let the left hand come to the elbow. Holding that elbow, draw the right arm back. We can stay with this, or we let go and bring the left hand around behind. Maybe the hands meet. Maybe they don't. You can use your belt if you like. Listen in. Just, I know I've said it now about 1,000 times, but be so careful with your shoulders. We're trying to give them a little stretch to release tension in them, but we don't want to strain them. And you can so easily. Take one more breath. And when you have finished that breath, release your hands together up to the sky, that Kali Mudra shape, the index fingers pointing up. Open up through the upper back. And then hands to the earth or blocks. We'll tuck the back toes. We'll lift up that back knee. We're going to hop the foot forwards. Back foot, get the heel down on the ground. Now, we work to straighten the front leg as much as we can. So to begin with, lift the chest, straight arms. Pull your hip back. Feel that lovely lengthening through the back of your leg. Press back into the back foot. Push back, like really strong with your back foot. And then bow over the front leg. Be where you are now for one more breath. Now lift halfway. So again on the fingertips, inhale. Exhale, bending the front knee. We'll hop the back foot back. Toes curl under, nice long, strong lunge. Back into downward dog. Breathe in. Feel the props. Stay in your downward dog and breathe out. We're going through one last connecting vinyasa. So feel this ripple through your spine, rounding your back as you come forwards until you straighten into that plank. Exhale, lower, chattarunga. Deep inhale, rising in your back bend, strong legs. Downward dog. Exhale. Stay with your downward dog. Stay with your breath. Walk your feet forwards, about halfway up the mat. We'll bring our hands to our shins. We'll breathe in. Again, lengthening away from the legs. And then dropping. Uttanasana, that heavy, relaxed upper body, hands to the earth, or hold the elbows, what feels good. Really dripping the tension from the neck, the shoulders, the hands and the head relax. Now, fingertips to the earth a little ahead of you. Let's breathe in, lift halfway. Take your feet wider, heel toe them apart, turn the toes out, come back to your squat. It's time perhaps settling in the middle. And then we'll come and sit down. So perhaps come to hands and knees first, or reach back and sit. Now, bring your feet together, knees apart, hold your toes or ankles. And just fold forwards gently now in this baddha konasana. Drop your head, relax your face. Maybe a little sway. As you're ready, we'll breathe in and come up. Breathe out, gather your knees up, cross your ankles, wrap your arms around, just tuck the head in there for a moment. One breath. And now breathe in and lift the head. Okay. Savasana time. So gather your props, gather everything you need. If you need nothing at all, just go ahead, lie down on your back. When you have found your place, you take your time and make sure that you're cozy. Put a blanket over you if you like here. When you found that place, just let yourself settle, resting into the support of the ground. Feel the flow of your breath. And in this moment now, we have the opportunity to let the energy of our practice flow to every part of the body. It's just a moment of the day to be supported and to do nothing but to feel. And that's it. And I really do I think this is true for everybody. We fill our days, we fill every moment. I don't know what we're afraid of, is to let a few moments be empty. But it's harder and harder to do that. And so don't be surprised if there is a resistance to Savasana. It's our habit. If we take even 3 minutes here to stop doing, stop being productive, and just to be, we give the whole nervous system a chance. Give the body a chance to process all that it's received, all that it's done. Relax into that feeling now that you're done. This is all we need to do now. Let go and feel. Feel the coming and going of your breath. This ever-present anchor that you could use at any moment in the day to bring you into the moment. As you feel the waves of the breath taking care of itself now, scan your body, your face, encouraging each part of you to let go. Feel from within the loosening of the grip. Notice now how your body feels. Notice your breath. Let's take a deeper breath in. As you breathe it out, tip the waist back towards the floor, the kneecaps roll towards the sky. You hold the pelvis there. Pull one leg in, place the foot on the bolster or the floor, and then the other leg comes in. And we roll over to the side. And gently we come up to sitting. Find your seat. You can turn the palms to face up. Close the eyes for just another moment. Go within. Notice how you feel. Bring your hands together. Prayer position in front of the heart. Recognize what it is that you feel grateful for right now in your life. Let's breathe in, stretch up to the sky. And gather the hands together, draw down to the third eye, exhaling to the heart center. And then placing the palms on the earth. Namaste.